Big Muzz back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about quitting and how quitting's not actually a weak thing, but it's going to getting rid of these bad habits and addictions out of your life. It's going to allow you to step into the full, powerful, fulfilled version of yourself. Because I'm sure you've heard it all before. You've been told that quitting's a weakness. They said that real men push through no matter what. They say if you just had more willpower or hustle, that you'd probably have won by now. But I just want to lay down the truth for a second, because I speak to people on a regular basis, and there's so many misconceptions about quitting, getting sober, becoming the best version of yourself. But most men don't fail because they aren't trying hard enough. They fail because they stuck to the things that are keeping them small, and they're stuck with more things on their plate than they know what to do. It's about removing all them things that are just silently poisoning your potential. Because today, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. If you want to do that, go scroll some TikToks and some Instagram reels. Today, I'm going to be talking about quitting. Not quitting in life, not quitting on your dreams, but quitting the bad habits that are killing your edge. And once you do that, it allows a space to really level up. And that's all I'm about, is helping men level up. The habits that you believe are just manageable, they're actually slowly draining you. They aren't the catastrophic ones that explode your life in that moment that you can look back on like that's where it all wrong. There are a series of small choices that chip away at your strength, at your clarity and at your time, and just leave you feeling hopeless and powerless. And I've been there, hopeless and powerless, and I don't want anybody to ever feel like that. So if you are feeling like that, keep listening to the video, because I'm going to give you a few steps to get out of that and a way to start building a future and a life that is actually worth living. But this is more than bad habits. It's about the barrier between you and the man that you're destined to become. Because every time you surrender to that bad habit, you compromise who you really are. So I want you to ask yourself, who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you when the cravings hit, when the stress or the loneliness or the pressure mounts? Because that's where the real battle's fought. It's in the silent hours when you sat there and your dark inner self comes out to face you, and it leaves you with a choice. I can escape reality right now, or I can double down, take some action, power up and create a stronger version of myself. So if you want to level up to become that more focused, respected, truly powerful version of yourself, you've got to start by quitting them habits that have just been holding you back. This isn't about giving up, it's about reclaiming your power and honouring your potential, because we're all blessed with limitless potential inside. That's why I call my program Limitless Level Up, because I know every person's got dreams, goals, amazing things that they can achieve, but they hold themselves back. So I want you to think about it. Every habit you cling to, is that a vote in the favour of the person that you want to be, or the person of you that's distracted and unfocused? Because if you show up every day and stick to them bad habits, you're going to stay being that man who's not respected and living like a shell of himself. So what's been your escape? Is it the numbness of just scrolling constantly on social media, like the drugs and alcohol that just leave you feeling on a come down, the temporary solace of that junk food that leaves you feeling fat and bloated afterwards? Because these aren't just harmless habits. They're the obstacles standing between you and the powerful version of yourself that you've visioned, that you know is out there. Because they're stealing your time and they're stopping you from building the future that you deserve. So enough about the motivation and the words. Here's some powerful action that we can take. Here's the raw truth. Quitting these habits will be the most powerful decision you can make, because the moment you say, yo, I'm done, I'm sick of it, I'm ready to level up, that's the moment you give yourself permission to begin anew. And that's exactly what the Limitless Level Up's about. It's about a philosophy, a community, a set of tools just designed to help you dismantle the old toxic version of yourself and build something far stronger that you can feel proud of, people around you can feel proud of. So imagine this: instead of just being in a broken cycle of distraction and of wasted potential, you replace that void with rituals and habits that make you unstoppable. That when you stop the noise and you create space for focus and discipline and for real lasting change, all of a sudden things start to change and you can compound that. So the first step you need to do is identify the habit that's keeping you held back and the cost of not stopping it, whether it's porn, substance use, drugs and alcohol, overeating, or just endless scrolling. Acknowledge that these habits aren't just pastimes, they're self-sabotage. Write down what you lose each time. Could be clarity, money, energy, drive, potential. Because once you get clear on it, you can own it and start to make a change, which leads us on to step 2, which is eliminating the triggers. Look around you. If your environment's just littered with stuff that triggers you, makes you want to escape from reality, whether it's unhealthy snacks, people that are using drugs and alcohol, start purging them. Get them out of your physical reality. Get them out of your environment. Because if you remove the triggers, you don't get triggered to go use it. You might think about doing something positive, which leads me on to step 3. You need to replace these negative things with powerful rituals. This is where the transformation begins. You can't just quit without filling the void, because if you quit and don't replace that void with something positive, it's just replaced with another negative habit. So whether it's cold showers, physical training, meditation, journaling, silence in the morning. Just choose something that makes you feel alive, not just numb and happy in the moment, which is step 4. Build a solid structure. The routine, people think I don't want to be stuck in a boring routine, but it's not. Discipline's freedom, it's liberating. Structure's the difference between chaos and clarity. So once you establish some non-negotiables in your life, training, waking up with intention, and set aside time every day to work towards your goals, that's when you can really build momentum and start feeling excited about what you're creating. Which leads on to step 5. To truly create lasting change, you need to seek accountability and community, because no man's an island. We all like to think we can do things on our own, but we thrive so much better when we're in a community, whether that's the Limitless Level Up program that I've got, or get yourself a part of a gym or a fighting gym. Get people around you who are all pushing themselves, who will push you, and you can push on and elevate together, because it's so much easier when you've got people around you motivating you, kicking you up the arse, holding you accountable. Because let's be honest, every bad habit is just a silent thief. It steals away the power that you've got to carve out a life that you actually want to live. And every time you choose to quit and then don't do it, you lose respect for yourself, until one day you reclaim that power in yourself and you start to build momentum, and that's when the transformation hits. And I love seeing men take charge of their life and do the things they say they're going to be doing for years. So think about it for a second. That man in the mirror, the one who's lost the potential, who's buried under distraction, drugs and alcohol, you want him to transform into something powerful, focused, relentless. It's not just about change, it's about transforming yourself, becoming a completely new, better version of yourself. Still the same person, but a better version. There's just undeniable power in quitting the things that aren't serving you, and there's unparalleled strength in just replacing them with discipline, with purpose and a drive to build something better. You're not losing comfort, you're gaining control. You're not sacrificing your enjoyment, you're investing in a better tomorrow, in a legacy. So imagine not waking up feeling like you've been dragged down by yesterday's mistakes and the mistakes from the day before and the week before and the month before. Imagine that every decision you make moves you forward and builds momentum, bricks and bricks on the wall that build you your own personal pyramid. And you're not stuck in that chain of regret. And that, my friend, is the reality waiting for you when you embrace getting rid of your bad habits and a new way of living, getting new habits, not being stuck with drugs, alcohol, all these different things that I've spoke about already. So if you're ready to stand up, tear down the walls built up around you by your addictions, then you already know what's got to be done. There's no magic pill, there's no shortcut, there's only the hard truth about being brave and committed to yourself and to making a change. It's time to do it, time to build, time to grow. Unfollow those accounts on Instagram that are just dead, mind-numbing. Follow some motivational people and some people that make you want to do more. It's not just about quitting, it's about creating a new version of yourself. One way, not defined by what you run from, but what you're willing to face, what you're willing to build, the hard work you're willing to put in to become the best version of yourself. Because it's competitive out here. We live in a day and age where if you're not becoming better and you're not growing, you're going to get left behind. And I couldn't think of anything worse to getting to the end of my life and thinking, wow, that I didn't do anything worth mentioning. So every second you spend tethered to that bad habit is a moment stolen from the man that you deserve to be. The moment you finally decide to let go, you open the door to a life where action counts and it builds up tomorrow. So if what I'm saying in this video is getting you excited about what's there, click through to the website. There's free tools and resources to help you change your life. Book in for a breakthrough call with me or one of the team. Join the community. Harness the tools that you've been given that are right there in front of you that can lead to a transformation. This is the line in the sand. This is the moment where you decide that your future's worth more than the fleeting moments of comfort and enjoyment that leave you feeling empty. This is where the power's born and you can finally rise up. So honestly, from my heart, I want you to have a look at what's holding you back and make a decision to quit what's holding you back. Replace it with the rituals and habits that builds champions. Never look back. The level up's there waiting for you, waiting for you to do it, waiting for you to claim it. So what's really holding you back? You got to look hard in the mirror. It might not be comfortable, but I promise you it's worth it. You can start to level up, start being a person that you're proud of, that the people around you can be proud of, that people, when your name comes up in conversation, it's not gossip and hard talk. They say, yeah, he's absolutely smashing it. Rate what he's doing, love what he's doing, go check him out. So that's another video today. Dropping these videos regularly. So if you like what you hear now, I want you to go take action. You can go watch another one of my videos. But all this little motivation gets you hyped up for 10 minutes. I want lasting change in your life. So let's get after it.